Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today's modern classic is a rather sharp looking Z3 BMW. This car is quite a machine. It is the 2.8 six-cylinder version, which really does get a move on. In my view, it's probably the only model I'd really want to go for, because the smaller CCs don't, in my view, get the full use out of the wonderful chassis and driving feel that you get from these little cars. And what's, I believe, pretty unique about it is it's got 60,000 miles, and anyone who's actually owned one of these and used one of these would have struggled to keep it to merely 60,000 miles. And the other oddity is, you'll probably notice in the registration it says 07 on there, and for the sharp-eyed Z3 fans among you, you'll know that this model only run to 2002, I believe it was, and then of course it was superseded by the Z4, which again, in my humble opinion, really doesn't hold a light to just how lovely the shape of these cars look. And I think they've actually improved with age. I mean, they really are a sharp looking, uber reliable German sports car. Now, this is in a wonderful colour. It's called Montreal Blue. The car has got a great specification from the factory, and I'm going to have to again bow to the knowledge of the BMW fans to bear with me as I run through the specification. So for starters, it has got an automatic gearbox, and there are those who feel that the auto gearbox is possibly better suited to the big 2.8. It's got leather seats, which are in very good order considering the car is getting on a bit. It was actually imported from Japan, so that's why I think specification-wise we are seeing a really excellent spec. You tend to find real nice high-spec cars come from Japan, and they don't seem to have had the rigours of the Northern Hemisphere winters, and they tend to be in pretty good shape. I mean, there's certainly not a patch of corrosion on this car at all. I mean, the body is exceptionally good. It's rock solid underneath, and that's probably the angle we all love on those big flared out rear wings. And just looking at the documentation, the car was actually imported into the UK in 2019, so it's actually only been in the UK since 2019, and it does say date of first registration is 2007. Now obviously that's going to be a little tricky unless they continue to make the Z3 much longer in Japan. I don't think they did, but I'm only reading what the logbook is telling me. Now, the previous owner absolutely loved this car. It was kept garaged, it was kept immaculately clean, and prior to us getting it, it's had a brand new battery fitted. It starts on the button, it drives exceptionally well. It did have a new stainless steel exhaust, and you can see the tailpipes here that look very nice. And the high specification that I was talking to you about, I better get back to that. So we've got air conditioning, we've got looks as if we've got a little computer there, we've got heated seats, we got limited anti-skid control. We've got an electric roof, which is nice on these because they don't all have that. We've got leather and nice leather stitching all in the door handles right up through the pod. The only damage I think I noticed in this interior, it looks as if you can see this, it looks like there might have been a little bit of heat damage on this leather panel here, but nothing too awful. And actually the condition of the seats, they're not ripped, they're not torn, but again there's a little age being shown in some of the leather. The carpets are in excellent condition, as are all the door cards, as is the hood. I will be showing some photographs with the hood up, and as I mentioned, that is electric. Alloy wheels, as you would expect. Good tyres, and at the time of making the film, this car has MOT through to April 2022. We always put a fresh MOT on our cars, so rest assured it will come with a fresh MOT for a year when you pick up the car or we deliver it to you. So all I can really tell you is that the car is in excellent order. It drives really well. It certainly goes very well. Makes a great sound through that great stainless steel exhaust system. You notice here it's got one of these wind deflectors. Now that really helps cut down any buffeting sound that might go in inside the car, so it makes it a lot quieter when you're driving. And also in the boot, there is the tonneau cover, which pops over this boot to finish it off really. Now I haven't bothered putting it on, but it is in good order. Now I've noticed, I've looked under here, all of the tools are present. The BMWs have kindly give you a first aid kit, which is all there. And from what I can see, everything is present and correct. Unfortunately, this car doesn't come with its handbooks. Now, I guess they would all be written in Japanese, so it would be a challenge to read them, but I know sometimes it is possible to pick up spare handbooks, etc. On auction sites like eBay. There's only a single key with this particular car. However, obviously the logbook is here, but there's everything you need to get it registered and start using this lovely car. So 60,000 miles, really excellent bodywork. I'll give you a kind of a show over just so you can see how nice it is. I will try and point out any imperfections. It's very good down these sides. If being critical, if I get here, you'll see there's a little bit of scarring here where maybe it's opened against something. Smallest of touch-ups there, but again I'm getting in quite close for that. So this rear wing is in good order, as is the back bumper, as is the rear boot lid. Got a little chip of paint there, small of little line there, nothing dented, nothing in bad order. Real good condition through this door and these sills at the bottom. It's a real big bonnet on here, obviously incorporates the front wings. There's a couple of stone chips. If I get in real close here, you'll see one or two. The front bumper's really good, as is the front spoiler, and the driving lights are all in good order. And a final little look inside the interior, very sharp in there. You've got the walnut dash around the extra instrumentation. You've got a quality Bluetooth JVC. Looks like there's a USB, and it says Bluetooth, so I assume there's a microphone in here as well, so you can pair up your phone for safe use of the phone. These cars have these little cubby holes built in. I mentioned the wind deflector, which is obviously all included. That can fold down when not in use, but we've decided we're going to have it up because the roof is down. And with just 60,000 miles, real superior condition, very clean engine, starts on the button, super reliable, and in stock now at Bradley James Classics. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if you'd like to come and see this car, we'd be very happy to accommodate you. We do offer part exchange, and we do offer UK transportation services at a very competitive price. We have our own garage here, so all cars are checked over prior to us leaving, prior to the cars leaving us, I should say. And as I mentioned, fresh MOT on all cars purchased. Thanks folks for watching the video. Please get in touch if you'd like to come and see the BMW. All the best.